Hey guys, welcome. We have one of our on-the-go workouts today. So these workouts are going to involve either just needing a resistance band or body weight. So they are awesome for taking whether you're staying at a cottage, going to the trailer, staying at a hotel over the summer, whatever it is. They're super easy to do because you don't need a lot of equipment. So today we're just going to be using our bands. You can grab your water, a mat, and that's all we will need. So we'll get started in our warm-up. I was really hoping with this series to do it outside, maybe do it out on the dock by the pond and show you you can do these anywhere, but it's 108 degrees out there today, so we're just gonna enjoy the air conditioning. So we're gonna start off with our warm up. Let's go into a staggered stance here, hands behind our head, and we're gonna do a standing cat-cow. So we're gonna spread those shoulders apart and open that chest. So just alternating here, back and forth, squeeze, and open. Awesome. We're going to inhale as we open, exhale as we round that upper back. One more here. And then we're going to stay in that staggered stance and we're going to go into those scooping down and reaching up. Feeling a nice stretch in that hamstring. One more on this side. And then we'll switch that staggered stance, stepping that other leg forward, and same thing, we're gonna scoop down and reach all the way up. And one more. Perfect, and then we'll finish off with a few more of these standing cat-cows. Open that chest, round that upper back. Flowing with your breath here, just really starting with some gentle movements to get that blood flowing. One more, and then we're gonna grab our band and we're gonna just go into some pull downs here, start warming up those upper body muscles. So holding that band up overhead, we're gonna go one arm at a time. We're gonna exhale, engage that core as we pull that band down. One more. We're gonna drop that band, come to the edge of our mat. We're gonna reach up, take a big inhale into that forward fold. Walking it out to that high plank, we're gonna tap 1, 2, and then bring it back in. Stand up, back down, 1, 2, bring it back in, and then one more time out to that high plank. We're gonna step that right leg forward. We're gonna keep that left hand planted and twist. And then plant that right hand and twist the other way. Coming back to the first side. And then planting that other hand and twist. Perfect. We're gonna step back to that plank. Other leg forward, same thing. Opening. And then twisting to that other side. Perfect. We're gonna hop back to that high plank and we're gonna walk it back up, rolling it up one vertebrae at a time, roll those shoulders back. Then we're gonna finish it off and we'll just either do some jogging on the spot. You can go into high knees if you want more intensity, or you just go into some marching if you wanna take that impact up. We'll just get that heart rate up there a little bit, nice and light on those toes. And then we're gonna go ahead, grab our resistance bands and get started with that workout. In 3, 2, and 1, here we go. All right, we have 3 blocks today, 2 exercises in each block. First block, we're gonna start with tricep kickbacks. So we take this hand, place it on our shoulder, hinge, and we're gonna go here. So hinging at that elbow. So we're gonna start with that right. Our second move, we're gonna go into V-step jack. So what that's gonna look like is we're gonna step, 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 and then 4 jumping jacks, and then step it back 4 times, 4 jumping jacks. You can modify those jumping jacks and go here instead of jumping, take that impact out, okay? So those are our first 2 moves, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest. We're gonna go through that twice. Grab your band, and we're getting started. Taking that band with our left hand, placing it on our right shoulder, hooking that thumb in. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1 into those tricep kickbacks. So from the side, We're hinging at that elbow and pushing back. Thinking about feeling it in the back of that upper arm. Keeping that core nice and strong. And rest. Okay, getting ready for our second exercise. So we're gonna grab that band. You can grab a heavier band for this lower body stuff if you'd like. We're wrapping it around our ankles and we're stepping, touch, step, tap, 4 times up, 4 jumping jacks, 4 times back, 4 jumping jacks, okay? So here we go, get that band ready. If you want this to be a little bit more intense, we'll sink a little bit deeper in those V steps. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So we're going step, 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 4 jumping jacks here. Making sure you keep that tension on that band so it doesn't fall down, and to keep the tension on those muscles. So 4 steps back, same thing, 4 jumping jacks. Next move, we're gonna go back to those tricep kickbacks, but the opposite hand this time, okay? Finish up here with those jumping jacks, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we can grab a drink, let that heart rate come down. We're gonna hit that tricep on the other side next. Taking that band in our right hand, placing it on that shoulder. Here we go, hook that hand in 3, 2, and 1. Thinking about using that mind to muscle connection. So we're thinking about right here in that, our arm, pushing that band back, keeping that elbow close to our body. Think about squeezing a lemon in your armpit as you press back and slowly bring it back in. We're staying in control that whole time. And rest, great job. Moving back into those V steps with our jumping jacks. Again, you can go heavier with this lower body stuff if you'd like. We're staying nice and low in these steps. And you can modify those jumping jacks again at the end with just step outs instead of jumping if you want to take that impact out off that lower body. Okay, 5 seconds left in our rest. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We're going step, 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 4 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and take it back. Step together, step together, step together, step together, 4 jumping jacks. Making sure you've got enough room here. And here we go, back forwards. Big cardio move here, awesome, full body. Finish with those step backs. Almost there, almost finished our first circuit, and rest. Awesome job. Okay, we'll take a minute here, grab water, and we'll get into our second round. All right, as you enjoy your rest, I'm gonna show you our next exercise. We're gonna go into a staggered deadlift. So we're gonna hook our, first we're gonna go into our staggered stance. 80% of our weight is on our left foot, 20% is on our right. We're hooking that band around our foot. We are gonna hinge, row, and stand. Hinge, row, and stand. We're gonna stay on that side, and then we're going to go into a push-up with knee drive. So we're gonna hook that band around our feet. We are gonna come down to the ground, and we are gonna go push up, drive, and drive. Push up, drive, and drive. Our modification for that exercise, you could do your push-ups on your knees, or you can just come to a standing position and you can just go into marches with those bands around your feet, okay? So alternating back and forth, that core is nice and strong. Both great moves for that core, all right? Whew. All right, last few seconds here of that rest. Making sure you grabbed a drink of water, especially if you're doing this out in the sun. It's a hot day. You're not a wimp like me. We want to stay hydrated. So we're starting with that hinge, row, deadlift. Let's get in our stance. We're gonna shift 80% of that weight to that left leg, 20% to that right foot, hooking that band around our left foot, holding it with our right hand, okay? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So we're hinging, row, and driving up, using that glute to stand. Exhale, engage that core on that row, and as we stand back to that position, here we go. Row and drive. Making sure we're trying to keep all that weight, or 80% of that weight, in that left foot. A few more reps left here, and then we're coming down to that push-up. And rest. Feeling that hopefully in that left glute. Okay, keeping that band, we're gonna put it around our feet. We're gonna come down to that push-up position. Remember here, you can modify on your knees. You can even elevate your upper body on a bench, picnic table, whatever you have around. Or the modification, you can come to a standing position and go into those marches, all right? So here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. So we do a push-up, and then we go knee drive and knee drive. Back to that push-up. Knee drive, knee drive. You can do those knee drives a lot quicker. You could add in 4, get a little bit more cardio in there. Or if you're struggling, you can even take that band off and just go into your push-ups with your knee drives. Awesome job, guys. We are here for 30 seconds. We're almost there. One more. Whew. Back to that standing position. We're getting ready to go into those deadlifts now on the other side. Grabbing that quick drink. This time we're shifting that weight to that right foot, hooking around that right foot, grabbing that band with our left hand this time, okay? So we're doing hinge, row, and stand. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So we're gonna hinge into that row, drive back up. Keeping that weight shifted to that right leg, really letting that glute do the work as you come back to that standing position. Inhale as we hinge, exhale on that row. Great job, guys. Almost there. And rest. Okay, back to those push-ups. Final move in our second block. Feet are in that band. We're either doing those marches for that modification, or we're coming back down right into those push-ups. We are halfway through our rest. We have about 15 seconds left. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna go push up, knee drive, and knee drive. Here we go. Push up, knee drive, knee drive. Watching that we're not holding our breath through that push up. We're inhaling as we sink. Big exhale as we push back up. Keep that core nice and strong for those knee drives. We're not letting those hips sink. We don't want to do that to our poor little lower back, okay? One more. And rest. Great job, guys. Second block is done. We've got one more block. Grabbing some water, taking a break, and I'll demo our last 2 moves. Now remember, these workouts are meant to just be a quick something you can do to keep that movement in your day. I know if you're on vacation, you might not have that half an hour, hour. However, if you do have that extra time, you can always pause after each block and go through and do those sets again, okay? So we're only going through them twice. Go ahead and hit a 3rd round for each block if you have the time, okay? All right, so our final 2 moves are, we're gonna go and do some bicep curls. So what that's gonna look like, we're gonna hook that band around our left foot, grab it with our left hand. Our elbow is resting on the inside of that knee, and we're going into some curls. If for whatever reason that's too much for your knee, you wanna do this standing, maybe you don't have your mat, we're gonna go here. We're gonna keep that resistance on that band, and we're gonna go into curls. Okay, so that is our first move. Second move, a little bit of cardio here, and we're gonna go into some squat jack. So we're gonna squat and jack. squat and jack. Use a nice heavy band here, some fire in those glutes. So squat and jack. Modification here, we're gonna squat and step out, squat and step out, okay? So you choose what you'd like, just taking that impact out if you need to. If not, squat, jumping jack is our move, all right? So let's start in that bicep curl. Taking that nice big, heavy band, we're gonna hook it around that left foot into some bicep curls here. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, we're gonna curl and lower. Strong core always. Don't round that back here, okay? Inhale as we lower. Exhale and squeeze as we curl. Awesome job, guys. Slow and controlled. And rest. Okay, here we go into those squat jacks. Getting that band ready. Now make sure when we're doing these, placing these bands, we want to be 6 inches below or 6 inches above our knee. Never place those bands super close or on your knees, okay? We want to make sure you're either below or above depending on the exercise we're doing. We want to protect those joints, okay? Here we go into our squat jacks in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to reach up into that jack. Squat and jack. Squat and jack. Get that heart rate up here. Nice little cardio move. Lower body. Modify here. Remember, we're gonna go squat, tap it out. Almost there, guys. So close to that finish. And rest. Okay, here we go. We're bringing that band to our other foot, curling on the other side this time. Feel free to grab that water. We've got 30-second rest here before we get into the curl on our other side. Nice deep breaths. 8 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Seconds left, guys. Then we're into those squat jacks and we are done. One more. Whew, and rest. 30 seconds. Squat jacks or modify, whatever you'd like to do here. And then we're gonna get into that cool down, okay? Grab that drink of water. Finish up strong. Whatever we've got left, let's put it into this 30 seconds. 30 seconds of work left, that's all we've got. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Squat out to that jack. You choose your tempo, your pace here. This is your workout, so going as quickly or as slowly as you like. But remember, last 30 seconds here to burn those calories, get that heart rate up. So close, guys, almost there. Keep going. In 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, kick that band off. Grab a drink, letting that heart rate come down slowly. Remember, if we're super winded, especially if we're out in the sun, the heat, we want to let that heart rate come down a little bit before we go lay on the ground, sit down, stop moving. Let's start with some quad stretches here, focusing on letting that heart rate come down. Big deep breaths. And we'll just do a couple quick stretches here. If you'd like to take the time, do a few extra, that is awesome, but we definitely want to finish off every workout with some type of cool down. Holding those stretches 20 to 30 seconds. Let's interlace those fingers, open up that chest. come down to a seated position. We'll go into butterfly stretch here. Bringing that chest towards the ground if you want it a little bit deeper. And then if we're feeling comfortable, if our heart rate is down, we're gonna come onto our backs and finish off with figure four, bringing that right ankle over our left knee. You can either stay here if that feels good, wrap behind your thigh or your calf. Continue with those nice deep breaths. Lengthening those muscles, helping with that tightness, getting rid of that tension, and switch to the other side, and helping us work on that flexibility and that range of motion. So next time that we work out, maybe we can get a little bit deeper in that squat or that lunge, really helping us with the effectiveness of our exercises. So this is where we're gonna finish up, guys. If you have the time, continue with your stretches. Maybe kind of feel where that tightness or that tension is, focus on those muscle groups. If not, we are done. Great job getting to your mat.